Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a really powerful 30-day plan. It's basically a structured program that's all about turning you into a master at analyzing figurative language. And that's a skill that makes you a way more insightful writer and thinker.
So let's start with a problem I think we can all relate to. We all know metaphors are a huge deal, but actually mastering them, that can feel pretty abstract, kind of mysterious. But what if there was a systematic way to train your brain for it? You know, like an athlete building muscle. Well, that's exactly what this plan is all about.
The secret sauce to this entire 30-day plan, and honestly, to understanding metaphor itself, it all boils down to one crucial distinction. It's a simple but really profound separation of two core ideas. Okay, here it is. At its heart, it's all about separating the focus of the metaphor from its frame. The focus is just that single word that's getting a new, innovative meaning. But on its own, that word is powerless. It needs the frame, the full sentence, to actually give it context and bring it to life.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. You can't just look up a metaphor in a dictionary, right? That's because they aren't pre-existing definitions, they're innovations. They're these little sparks of new meaning that get created in the unique context of a sentence, born in that very moment of expression. That innovative spark, it actually has a name, emergent meaning. It's a meaning that literally emerges from the specific way a word interacts with the sentence around it. And the entire goal of this 30-day plan is to train you to identify, capture, and analyze that exact phenomenon.
So how does this plan actually work? Well, the first 15 days are all about building your foundation. Think of it like learning the fundamental moves in a workout. Isolating each muscle group before you try to combine them into a full routine.
During Phase 1, your daily practice is going to follow a pretty simple three-step process. First, as you're reading, you'll identify the metaphorical words, that's the focus. Then, you'll work on capturing their new, emergent meanings. And finally, you'll analyze the sentences, the frames, to figure out how they create that unique meaning.
And you're not just doing this in a vacuum. The plan gives you some really practical techniques to guide you, like using a simple 2-column notebook to systematically track your observations and your analysis side by side. So by day 15, you've gone from just a bunch of scattered notes to something real, something tangible, your very first formal collection of analyzed sentences. And this becomes the solid foundation that everything else is going to be built on.
Okay, so now we move to Phase 2. With that foundation totally secure, the next 15 days are all about achieving fluency. This is where you combine all those isolated skills into a practice that's more fluid, more comprehensive, and way more powerful.
In this second half, your focus shifts. You're going to move from analyzing single sentences to writing sustained analytical texts. You'll start grouping your findings into collections based on themes, and, this is huge, you'll start revising your work with a clear purpose and audience in mind.
And this is a really crucial shift in scale. See, in Phase 1, your focus was the sentence, but in Phase 2, your focus becomes the text. And a text in this plan is defined super simply. It's just a set of sentences working together to build a larger argument or observation.
Okay, so you've put in the 30 days of focused work. What's the final payoff? What do you actually create at the end of this whole journey?
This timeline really shows that clear and systematic progression, doesn't it? You start by just observing single words, then you move to analyzing sentences, then to drafting full texts, and finally to revising and compiling your complete portfolio. It's a very deliberate buildup of both skill and complexity.
So your final submission isn't just a single essay. It's a comprehensive portfolio, a collection of collections. This becomes tangible proof of your newfound fluency. It's a body of work that showcases your ability to expertly interpret figurative language.
And this is why it all matters so much. The ultimate goal isn't just to produce a good writing sample. It's to fundamentally change how you read, how you write, and how you observe the world. It's about developing a whole new, more nuanced way of seeing.
So we'll leave you with this. The framework is clear. It's actionable. The only question now is, what hidden meanings and surprising connections are just waiting out there for you to discover?